Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This past Saturday, October 22nd, 2016, it was reported that comic book artist Steve Dillion passed away at age 54. His cause of death was not released. The information came from his brother, who was supposedly in New York with him where he passed. The same day he died at age 54 is the same day the Chicago Cubs advanced to the World Series, breaking the curse of 71 years. What stands out right away about this man dying the same day is that the word baseball in gematria sums to 54. This man passed at age 54, the same day the Cubs curse was broken. Think about how in a baseball game, there's 9 innings, 6 outs per inning, 54 outs in a game, plus the word baseball equals 54. Let me show you that it is no coincidence that his death came on the same day as this game. His death is one of two things: either a ritual sacrifice, or he has faked his death, escaping his celebrity by the numbers. Around the time of sports championships, there are always reported celebrity deaths that are very much connected to the competition. I have many videos demonstrating this, proving this point beyond a shadow of a doubt. You know, at the end of the NBA Finals, one of the most concrete examples was how just before Game 7 of the NBA Finals, the actor Anton Yelchin died at age 27. He had birth numerology of 103. Later that day, the Cleveland Cavaliers played their 103rd game of the season. LeBron James, their star player, helped them win the game, winning the championship. LeBron scored 27 points. Cavs 103rd game of the season, regular season plus playoffs, LeBron with 27 points. The number 103 is the 27th prime number. Hours before Game 7, Anton Yelchin dead at age 27 with 103 birth numerology. Now here we're talking about the Chicago Cubs, who won 103 games this year. MLB for Major League Baseball equals 27. Not a coincidence. Cubs won 103 games. Later this same day, they won Game 6 with 103 pitches. Sports are scripted. Ritual sacrifice are a part of them. Check this out. Preacher, the show that debuted based on his comic where he did the sketches, the illustrations, that came out May 22nd, 2016. From May 22nd to the day he died, the day the Cubs won Game 6 of the World Series, was 154 days. And why is that interesting? The last time the Cubs were in the World Series, baseball was a 154-game season. Here is the Cubs' 1945 season. It was their 74th season. Remember, Masonic equals 74, Jewish 74. Wall Street Journal this same day put out an article about how the Cubs are the teams of the Jews, or the team of the Jews. Chicago, a Masonic Zionist Mecca. Anyway, look at the Cubs' record that year. 98-56, that's 154 games. That's what the baseball schedule used to be. Then it got changed to 162. Major League Baseball equals 162 in gematria. So anyway, 1945 to this year, 2016, 71 years. Look at what the name Steve equals. Steve equals 71. We have Steve Dillion dead at age 54. Supposedly he died the night of the same day the Cubs clinched their berth to the World Series, breaking the curse. The name Dillon in gematria sums to 66, just like curse. Steve Dillion, the night of the curse. Dead at age 54, the baseball number. I predicted when the Cubs go to the World Series, number 54 is going to be on the mound, Chapman, and that's exactly what happened. Chapman, number 54, the baseball number. Remember, on a baseball, there's 108 stitches. The Cubs haven't won the World Series for 108 years, not since 1908. 108 stitches on a baseball. Major League equals 108. So the news of his death comes from his brother Glenn. Interesting name, Glenn. I've never seen that one before. Glenn, though, equals 58, like Freemasonry, like secret society. And so many of these Masonic men, they change their names to have the numbers of Masonry. See how both of them are doing this over their wrist? Not getting it very well on the camera there. See that? That's a Freemason thing right there. You're looking at two Freemasons. And is this man really dead? If I had to guess, I would guess he's not. but he might really be dead. He might have been a real ritual sacrifice. I can't find this guy's birthday anywhere, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if his identity was just made up just for this comic book series, and now they're just getting rid of it. Tributes. This is how this gang rolls for whatever reason. They're crazy people. It's hard to make sense of what crazy people do. It's the problem with secrets and secret societies. What are those weirdos plotting in their Masonic lodges with no windows? So here's Steve Dillion, supposedly born in 62. Mason equals 62. I can't find his birthday anywhere. Check out the name Steve Dillion in Gematria. Pythagorean, it sums to 47, just like Preacher. His death synced up with the release of Preacher, the TV show. The Freemasons have something called Euclid's 47th problem about how to establish a foundation for a structure. 47, Freemasonry. Foundation equals 47. Framework 47. Steve Dillion, the big way, equals 137. That's the 33rd prime number, often paired with 74. Notice Preacher equals 74 the big way. It's like out of the 50 states, only one state sums to 74. It's Oregon, the 33rd state. 74. It's the reason this nation's birthday is July 4th. Holiday equals 74. Independence Day is 74. Again, Masonic 74. Jewish 74. This nation established by Freemasons and Jewish bankers. His other cartoon he's known for, Judge Dredd, equals 46, like Chicago Cubs. This game, or Game 6, the same day he died, it was on the 46-year anniversary of the death of Billy Cyanus, who was connected to the 1945 curse. He's also the man for Punisher, Punisher 47, like Judge. 47, seemingly an important number in the Cubs' ongoing season. And I think that's because it connects to President Obama, who has the Chicago connections, just like Hillary, who's born in Chicago, who's about to be the next president. President and Punisher, the same gematria. Obama was just 54 when this baseball season began. He turned 55 August 4th. That was 79 days before the Cubs clinched the World Series. Champion equals 79. They won the pennant, the National League Championship. Notice that's also 11 weeks and 2 days. Now they're going to the 112th World Series. So, if this guy died, the reason he died is because he's a Freemason. That's why him and his brother here doing the same thing, holding their wrists like these Freemasons do. That's why these guys are on TV and famous in the first place, because they're connected to the network. But sometimes these people really do get killed. It's just hard to say. Are they faking their deaths? Are they really killing them? Either way, this is why he's dead at 54 on the day it's reported. 154 days from the release of the show. And if I knew more about the show, I could probably tell you a lot more. If you've missed my recent work on the World Series, other celebrity deaths connected to sports, check it out. You're looking at the face of maybe the first person in the history of the world to call all 3 sports championships from the very beginning of the season or even before the season began. I said the Cubs would be in the World Series in spring training. Last year I said the Mets would be in the World Series in spring training. Boom, boom. What else have I said? I said the Cavs would defeat the Warriors in the NBA Finals. I said the Cavs would win it before last season even started. I said it was their year. Last year in October, a year ago, I said the Broncos were going to win the Super Bowl. It was all scripted. Some people want to keep coming here and saying it's all a coincidence that I figured all this out. They keep saying everything I'm doing is a coincidence. So, I guess that's the secret. You know enough about coincidence, you can figure out how the coincidental scripting of sports will pan out a year or more in advance. It was last baseball season that I was saying the Cubs, everything lined up for them this year. Now here they are in the World Series. And, for several years I've been saying they kill people around sports championship time. Here's some more, or another dead Freemason by the numbers. Most of these people reported are connected through Freemasonry. It is the network, it's the Illuminati, it's the New World Order. This is what it is. Zionism, Masonry, doing things by the numbers. Putting all these people's stuff out in the open so the masses can know. The problem is the masses don't want to know, but they need to know. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.